What is going on, guys? So, look, with this Atlanta offense that I am in, I am trying to focus on more unique concepts and unique plays that you're simply really not going to find anywhere. Um, you know, it's really difficult to break things down for you that, could be on YouTube, could be on one of the million quote unquote tip sites that are out there. So what I really wanted to focus on was something that is, in my opinion, very unique that I believe is not anywhere else. And that's going to stick with this Atlanta playbook. I've already told you guys, strong close to weak pro and weak close is my main offense. Now, they do have other things in this book that I really like. One of them is the bunch wide formation. And bunch wide, you have a legit scheme out of this if you want it. Now, it doesn't have the perks of bunch where you can, max protect. You don't have that option, not at least without motion. But you do have some really unique plays that work extremely well. And one of the ones I want to talk about is going to be this play, Clearout FLN. Now, first and foremost, this is one of the most unique cover two beaters that is in the game. Everybody by now knows, cover two is pretty much the meta. Even Crossfire is typically turned into cover two when they blitz heavy, by anybody that really knows what they're doing, at least. So we're going to go ahead and show this to you, and then we'll break it down into other coverages. So if I can get a little bit of time, this is practice mode. This is going against over G, which was honestly a terrible pick right here. But just pay attention to the tight end, right? And of course, I couldn't get time. Now, the tight end, I'm going to pinch the D-line, crash down. So, see this tight end, Smith, on the Titans, and he runs kind of like an inverted fade. And if you just look overall at this play, you've got three unique routes. You have the A route being ran by the tight end. You have the running back that runs the delayed blue to the opposite side of the field. And then you have the extremely long out and up. All three of those routes are very unique. And the inverted fade works extremely well just because of the fact it's going to bomb cover two. Now, you see cover two typically does an extremely good job with the mid-read. The difference between the mid-read last year and this year is the mid-read will play the deeper routes, so you don't really see anybody using deep blues anymore. Deep blues you can use, but they really don't guard anything. So a deep blue will take away a streak, but a deep blue will never play and pick off a post route underneath it. It'll never, stop an in route or anything else like an S post, like in the play Z spot, for instance. So like that Z spot route right there being ran by X, a deep blue will never play that. So you can simply throw right underneath it every single time. So most people stick with the mid reads because the mid reads are simply just the glitchier zone this year. And we're taking advantage of that with this in route combination. The in route being ran by this B receiver is actually going to make the mid read stutter. So like he won't just simply turn and run with the fade. He's going to stutter for a second, which will allow that inverted fade to get behind him. So you'll see right here, if I get the time, no, I don't. But we'll go back to the instant replay, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Just pay attention to this mid read right here. Who's that? Thomas Davis. You'll see typically at this point, he sees the guy running deep, he's going to immediately just turn and run with him. But the fact that he sees that in route, and you see he sees it even a little bit late, honestly, but he sees it, which causes him to drop down. Now, he doesn't really drop to play the in route, but he stutters enough to where he's never going to be able to make a play on that inverted fade. Mid-reads with fast linebackers, especially in MUT, where you've got 90-plus speed Shazier, you got these 90-speed linebackers, it's really difficult to get over the top of them with mid-reads. But in a case like this, where we're dumbing out that mid-read, You see, A, he's not going to play the in route. He's too far away to play that. And he's not going to be able to play the post, or the fade, I mean. So, like, he's really in no man's land. He's never going to be able to make a play on the ball. Now, once again, we're just going to go ahead and run it. You'll see mid-read simply is just lost. The mid-read has no clue what he should be guarding. And that's the best thing about this, is the fact that you will be able to hit one-play touchdowns just because we're dumbing out that mid-read. And if they simply turn around and chase it themselves, then you're going to have the in-route. So now that we've talked about that, let's go ahead and I'll show you the other glitchy things about this. So this running back route that is on the left, he never really blocks. He kind of just runs this delayed table route almost. And it's borderline criminal how far back the cloud flats will actually drop back. So just pay attention to this outside guy who's in a cloud flat. You see he's just going to drop back, and he's dropping, and he's dropping. So by the time the ball's already thrown, and Bradbury is 20 yards away from the guy. So say I spin, I don't make anybody at all miss. I've already picked up a first. Like, it's a 10-yard route to the short side of the field, just because the cloud flat's going to play back so far. Now, if they do hard flats, we're going to go here. I'll show you the hard flat, possibly. Here we go. There's the hard flat. You'll see with the hard flat, you can throw the post route or the fade right over the top of him. So the combination of this delayed cloud or this delayed table route and the fade just opens things up amazingly, because of the fact that I don't even really know how to explain it, but he's never going to be on top of the safety. He's kind of borderline, in a corner route position almost, where the safety is too far away to make the play. A hard flat is way too shallow to make a play on it, and no linebacker is going to be guarding that. So it works extremely well in combination with the running back's route. Now, if they have, say, they run cover 3, they do cloud flats. So cover 3 cloud flat, you're going to run into the same thing. Drop back. Like, I threw that stupidly late, and he was still 10 yards away when I could have thrown this pass. So go back to the instant replay once again here. So you see, I should throw this route right here, because I know by the time I throw this running back, at the bare minimum, he's hitting me around the 45 yards mark. And then, one spin, and it could be ball game. So even with cloud flats there, we're going to go back to it. This time we're going to go hard flats. So with the hard flats, you'll see you could throw that inverted fade route very similar to a post. Now, Jonas Smith, not the best tight end in the world, so you saw that he didn't really make a play on it. But the in route, once again, you see right over the top, easy money. Like, no zone is going to really play that route, which is amazing. The other thing I like about it, if your opponent is sitting in, cover 3, off cover 3 zones, the cloud flat, hard flat thing doesn't really matter. Pay attention to the guy on the left. So basically, as soon as he cuts up the field, you're able to throw this. It's kind of like an old school jetpack route, and you just simply aggressive catch it. Wait until he starts cutting back up the field, and as soon as he does, the zones are going to stop. So cloud flats, hard flats, they're all just going to stop because they don't recognize him as being on the sideline anymore. So you can just pass this to the inside, aggressive catch, try to hit a spin or a juke. Could be a huge play. Now, same thing can happen against cover 2. So here's a cover 2 with cloud flats. So if you can get the time, which in practice mode is borderline impossible, as you can see, I'm going to go ahead and just zone everybody out to show you. So here we go. Cover 2 with clouds. it's going to work the exact same way. He's going to break out, he'll cut up, and then once he cuts up, you can just throw it to the inside. Now, I did throw that just a split second too soon, so I'm going to do it again. There we go. Breaks to the outside, he'll cut up the field, boom, and there's a nice area that Mariota simply missed. Not going to focus too much on it. You guys will see it in game, I promise. So basically, you just wait. He'll cut up the field. At some point, he's going to get behind this corner, and you just throw the pass lead to the inside. It's like, if this is even close to the receiver, you hit this for an easy, 20, 30-yard gain. And cloud flats aren't going to play it. Hard flats obviously aren't going to play that. You don't really want to be in a soft squat because that becomes man coverage. So we'll go ahead, see. There's no way for me to get. Let's see if I can find one. But yeah, that's going to work against cover 2, cover 3, cover 4. That route is amazing if you have the time. Here's nickel blitz. So let's see. All right. So against nickel blitz, you see how he gets just simply burnt? Now, that's an 88 speed receiver against a 95 speed corner. So if I was to flip this, if I had the speed advantage on the soft squat, you'll be able to fit that in there. So boom. See how he just cut? Practice mode. Go back to. Now we'll just do this. Zone everybody out. So soft squats. You'll see he breaks to the outside, cuts up. Now he has his step on him. And I'll go ahead and show you the replay. Game's not cooperating with me right now. So we'll go, you see, he'll break to the outside, he cuts up the field. And at this point, if you get a good throw from your quarterback right here, I mean, look at the distance between him and the safety is not there. He's got a good 2 to 3 yards on the corner. Like I said, even a remotely decent throw, and that's a completion for a big game. So definitely a route that I like to use a lot right now. This play in general, when you start mixing it in with other plays like Z-spot, verticals, you got an inside zone, which is really good. You got a lot of unique things with this play. So it was just something I wanted to hit on real quick because of the fact, it is a unique play. I don't see anybody else running it. It's got 3 really unique elements to it, and definitely something that you can, if you can pick up pressure with it, you can get easy touchdowns. Just go to the instant replay right there one more time to show you. Here's cover 2. Now this is, nickel blitz, so everybody theoretically is in man coverage. And you'll see that because you have the deep in route, that's going to drop off the guy that is typically manned up on the inverted fade, and you see there's an easy touchdown. So it's definitely a play that you can easily sneak in for, minimum 1 touchdown a game, I would say. And it's really just a great play to pick up, those 3rd and longs that your opponent's really just going to sit back in a cover 2 shell and force you to try to dot them with, like a 3-3-5 Tampa 2. This is a play that I would go to in that scenario. So hope you guys enjoy. If you want me to keep breaking down this formation, I will. But for the most part, just wanted to give you guys a little bit more unique, elements to the offense that you're not going to find anywhere else.